In the course of integration processes extension, the customs union and the uniform economic space development, there appear more and more organizations and companies of joint form of ownership, and in this regard, the experience of Kazrosgas, the joint Kazakhstan-Russian venture, celebrating 10 years of successful business activity this year, is indicative both from the point of view of achievement of international compromise and from the point of view of implementation of effective business model. Today, Kazrosgas, which was formed 10 years ago on a parity basis by the national company Kazmunaygas and Gazprom, is a striking example of equal and mutually beneficial cooperation in gas industry between Kazakhstan and Russia. Kazrosgas company has distinct structural divisions, a brand in Orenburg and representative offices in Astana and Moscow, which ensure effective interaction with various organizations of the Republic of Kazakhstan and the Russian Federation. The central office of the company is located in Almaty. The main objective of the company is to provide domestic market of Kazakhstan with marketable gas, as it was determined by bilateral agreements. Within the frames of Kazakhstan's strategy to enter the top 50 most competitive countries in the world, the President Nursultan Nazarbayev underlined the necessity of introduction of international standards of business social responsibility as one of the priorities for the future modernization of the society. Today, the largest companies in Kazakhstan attach great importance to the contribution to the economy. Delivery to the marketable gas to the domestic market of Kazakhstan on the costs regulated by the government of Kazakhstan, exchange transactions with Kazakhstani natural gas. Kazrosgas successfully deals with these tasks.
From my perspective, 10 years is a quite short period for company. What is the period of 10 years? Our state is independent for 20 years. Of course, owing to the sovereignty of the state, we have created joint venture with Gazprom. The main history of the company starts with signing the long-term agreement with consortium which manages Karachaganak project. Today, this contract allowed us to take the issue of consumption of domestic market at the expense of Kazrosgas company operations off the table. We consider this contract as the prime contract. Certainly, for all these years, it would be desirable to have more projects. Our company is generally focused on the project of Karachaganak field. We have signed agreements on creation joint venture on Orenburg gas processing plant. We will be managing company as Kazrosgas. All the documents are paragraphed, approved by parliaments, and had been ratified by two countries, Russia and Kazakhstan. So we're waiting for the decision on the beginning of the Karachaganak field development. There are lots of projects and ideas. The main aim of our company is to emerge to the market of the developing countries. Today it is possible to say that our gas is sold there at the export prices. As company, we're active to purchase assets in favor of the Kazrosgas company and to deliver all the volumes of gas on the asset.
10 years ago, Kazakhstan started cooperation in gas industry with the Russian Federation. During bilateral meeting of the President of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, and the President of Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, on June 7, 2002, in St. Petersburg, signed constituent documents on the creation of the joint venture. The joint venture was set up to ensure effective implementation of the agreement's provisions between the government's cooperation in gas industry from November 28, 2001. It was designed to transfer relations in gas sector between Kazakhstan and Russia on the level of equal, mutually beneficial cooperation and partnership.
Так случилось, что десятилетие Казросгаза совпадает с десятилетием...
It so happened the decade of Kazrosgas coincides with the decade of my working record in Gazprom. From the first days of cooperation with Kazakhstan came into my responsibility. I will not hide the fact that I have always done this with great interest and pleasure, because the scale of the tasks which Kazrosgas has, will have in the future is very serious. This is not just export or import matters, but also transit, transportation, investment issues, which are just around the corner. Kazrosgas company has accumulated great experience for these 10 years.
Вопросы транзита, транспорта.
Kazrosgas company carrying out the processing of the raw gas from Karachaganak field at Orenburg Gas Chemical Complex and delivery of the produced marketable gas to the consumers of the western Kazakhstan region, as well as counter-delivery of gas from Karachaganak field to Kostanay region and southern regions of Kazakhstan, provides uninterrupted supplies with gas of the population and industry of Kostanay region and southern regions of Kazakhstan. Today, Kazrosgas, which celebrates its 10th anniversary, doubtless is acknowledged by Kazakhstani and Russian sides as effectively working enterprise, securing implementation of main provisions of intergovernmental agreements in gas sphere between Kazakhstan and Russia, which contribute to the development of the long-term economical cooperation of two countries. Having access to transmission facilities of Gazprom, the company has the ability via Gazprom's single export channel and Kazakhstani producers to provide effective implementation of gas for export. During the last 10 years, Kazrosgas has received and ensured processing of more than 67 billion cubic meters of the Karachaganak gas. As a result of raw gas processing on the capacities of the Orenburg gas chemical complex, more than 57 billion cubic meters of marketable gas have been received. In order to ensure the domestic market of Kazakhstan with gas, from 2002 to 2011, the company delivered more than 26 billion cubic meters of marketable gas at prices agreed with the authorized agency of the government of the Republic of Kazakhstan to customers of the domestic market of Kazakhstan. Kazrosgas is the owner of the full range of the raw gas processing products from the Karachaganak field. Long-term agreement between the companies intends in the future to increase the supply of raw gas to at least 15 billion cubic meters. The increase in gas supplies is connected to the implementation of the third phase of the Karachaganak field development.
Dear colleagues, on behalf of Karachaganak Petroleum Operating BV, I would like to express our sincere words of congratulation and best wishes on the occasion of the 10th anniversary of Kazrosgas LLP company. Kazrosgas today is a highly effective, dynamically developing gas company. For the last 10 years since its foundation, Kazrosgas has become one of KPO key partners and also a recognized brand in gas industry. We trust that in the long term, Kazrosgas will rank among the leading gas companies of the Caspian region, and it will not only contribute to the further development of the gas industry in Kazakhstan and Russia, but will also strengthen its position in the gas market. Taking this opportunity, we would like to wish all our fellow colleagues good health, happiness and prosperity. And I look forward to many more new achievements and continued success of Kazrosgas and mutual cooperation with KPO.
Promising areas of Kazrosgas company activities include implementation of a joint project aimed at geological study and exploration of transboundary gas condensate field Imashev, which is located within the Astrakhan region and the Atyral Oblast. According to the preliminary calculations, estimated extracted reserves of the field exceed 128 billion cubic meters of gas and 20 million ton of gas condensate. Negotiations on joint operation at Imashev field were ongoing since 2007 and ended up on September 2010 with signing of an agreement at Uсть-Kamenogorsk between governments of Kazakhstan and Russian Federation on joint activities aimed at geological study and exploration of the field. Kazrosgas was called the sole operation implementing the project aimed at geological study and exploration of transboundary gas condensate field Imashev. The project will enable to estimate the hydrocarbon reserves of the field to increase the resources of hydrocarbons in Kazakhstan and Russia and will promote the development of bilateral cooperation in the oil and gas industry.
Today, Kazrosgas becomes subsurface user, which together with Gazprom will develop Imashev gas condensate field located on the border between Kazakhstan and Russia. This new direction is not easy one. I know well for a long period Imashev field. It is rich with hydrogen sulfide. It's quite similar to the Astrakhan deposit, and it will be tough.
In the future, development of Imashev gas condensate field will enable supply of necessary amounts of dry gas to the domestic market of Kazakhstan and increased amounts of Kazakhstan gas export. The project enables diversification of sales markets and new joint projects with Gazprom aimed at transportation, processing and sales of gas and products of its processing.
Cooperation in fuel and energy complex between Kazakhstan and Russia is a factor of no small importance. In this respect, I think that Kazrosgas is the brightest model of the cooperation in industry branches and countries. That is why we decide common issues. It is a very good platform for the further development of common projects. Thus, not only in Kazakhstan and Russia, but also abroad.
Совместных проектов
при этом не только там в Казахстане и в России, но и за рубежом.
Основной проект, который был в прошлом году подписан, это освоение Имашского месторождения.
The main project which was signed in the past was development of Imashev field on the border between Kazakhstan and Russia. We hope that this project will be great and successful. It will be our main source of income from gas, and then our company will be completely integrated from the production to sales.
Добычи до реализации.
In October 2006, during bilateral meeting of the President of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, and the President of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, in Uralsk, agreement between the governments of Kazakhstan and Russia was signed. It was designed for cooperation in the creation of a business entity on the basis of Orenburg gas processing plant. Pursuant to this agreement, on May 31st, 2007, the Kazrosgas company signed long-term contracts to the purchase of raw gas of Karachaganak field for processing at facilities of Orenburg gas chemical complex and on realization of processing marketable gas. Years of reliable and responsible partnership of Kazakhstani company Kazrosgas and Russian Gazprom became the key factor in the continuous gas supply in Russia and Kazakhstan. To ensure the continuous processing of raw gas from the Karachaganak field, Kazrosgas has begun to develop a project on creation of a production base for sulfur granulation. Implementation of the project will provide the acceptance of granulated sulfur, its storage, packaging and transportation in accordance with international requirements and to improve the effectiveness of the realization of gas products from Karachaganak field.
Kazrosgas had delivered us for processing almost 40 billions of cubic meters of gas from Karachaganak field. Currently, the project based on the construction and installation of the sulfur flakes production with capacity of 500,000 tons per year is carried out.
Construction of the production base for sulfur granulation is planned at the land parcel located close to the Orenburg gas processing plant. Project capacity of the production is 1,000 tons of granulated sulfur per year.
Это небольшой проект, он имеет значение для экологии, так как казахстанский газ, который перерабатывается на Оренбургском ГПЗ, он является жидким.
This is the small project. It matters for ecology because Kazakhstani gas, which is processed at Orenburg gas processing plant, is in liquid form. And the problem is that we receive back liquid gas, which is practically not represented at the market outlet. We have started the project on sulfur granulation to sell sulfur in ready volumes. There are two variants, block sulfur and in bags. We have decided to run the separate project, especially for Kazakhstan volumes of gas, which according to our estimates, after the next stage will reach almost 1 billion tons of liquid sulfur. This project is mostly directed at the environmental issues and to get capacities for sulfur.
Больше направлен на экологию.
This year, Kazrosgas company celebrates anniversary, 10 years at the market of Kazakhstan. It can be proud by itself. Today, Kazrosgas is a highly effective company and one of the biggest suppliers of Kazakhstani gas. Kazrosgas has managed not only to win a name for it, but also to become a recognizable brand in CIS and Europe. Successfully implementing its core production activities, Kazrosgas holds significant social work to maintain and develop cultural and humanitarian spheres of society, including assistance to vulnerable segments of the population.
We went with 5 people from Kazakhstan. We really enjoyed it. The competition was large-scale. Many children do not have an opportunity to travel to different countries. And when Kazrosgas company had supported us, we were very happy, because we did not have enough money at the time. From the family went even 2 participants. So Kazrosgas supported us.
Один из главных наших друзей – это компания «Kazrosgas».
One of our main friends is Kazrosgas company. We are friends starting from 2007. They helped us with the outside lighting, different holidays. The last one was the trip to Turkey. Our children were invited to the Nowruz festival. 15 children from our orphanage went there from 26th of March. It goes without saying that we had only good impressions. The trip was successful because children got acquainted with children from other countries and they enjoyed everything.
Kazrosgas pays great attention to social projects. It is not just charity or sponsorship, it is serious approach and careful attention to each person. The company is aimed at systematic character of the support.
Every year we come together and they congratulate us and provide material support.
We always keep their assistance owing to this company. We do not face difficulties.
Life confirms the necessity of more tight integration between the countries not only in the sphere of economic cooperation, but also in social sphere.
The company Kazrosgas has shown great assistance to Orenburg hockey by support of the White Tigers hockey team of the Orenburger club. The team is quite popular during 10 years. It performs here in Orenburg. It has rather large school with almost 300 of boys studying there. Such kind of attention from Kazakh-Russian company is very important, and most important is development of hockey, both in Russia and Kazakhstan.
Sponsorship of Kazrosgas company has systematic and large-scale nature. For these years, owing to the support of the company, have been brought to life important state programs, socially significant events, and implemented aid to the great amounts of people.
Так как компания, она, во-первых, имеет акционеров «Газпром» и «Казмунайгаз», общая политика акционеров.
As Kazrosgas company considers that we shouldn't stay away from social policy. There are many things which should be solved in social plan. Therefore, all this work conducted in our company is directed to the support of low-income persons, to whom we render the charitable help we help every year. We have the orphanage. In other words, we switched from the simple practice of money transfers. We choose certain issues and we try to monitor that the benefits reach certain recipients. The same is with veterans. We have very interesting work. We know each of our veterans at face. Our friendship with them lasts not only for 1 year. That is why we support them all the time. The same is with culture. Music school named after Zhubanov.
This year, Kazrosgas company became the principal founder of Kairat Football Club and began extensive work on development of the Kazakhstani football, executing 3 ambitious projects: the construction of modern children's football school, a new academy, and a new base for the basic structure of the club. Academy of the Youth Football Club Kairat will undoubtedly contribute to a healthy lifestyle of young people, and this shows direct investment in the future of independent Kazakhstan.
Для нас сейчас такой новый проект – это футбольный клуб «Кайрат», конечно.
Football Club Kairat is a new project for us. Our idea is to support football team, which is perceived as the symbol of the city, national team for all the citizens of Almaty. Kairat is the real national team, and not only for Almaty, but also for the whole Kazakhstan.
Применить лучшие механизмы управления футболом.
It certainly will take a long time to read for you the solid book of good deeds of Kazrosgas company. There are a lot of people and organizations that have received assistance from the company. Still, the best gratitude for the company remains in happy faces, eyes radiating cheerfulness, and happy laughter of children and sincere smiles. Summing up the decade of Kazrosgas company activity, we can confidently say that the dynamic style of work, correctly determined strategy, and creative production policy allowed the company in difficult conditions of the last years become one of the leading companies in the Republic of Kazakhstan.
I am too glad to congratulate my friends, colleagues with this significant date, 10 years anniversary of the company. You know, the company is like an organism. It grows up, develops and becomes mature. And if you witness this, it is delight to the eyes. I wish you health and success. Everything is still ahead.
Конечно, это не может не радовать. Пожелать им доброго здоровья, успехов. Все еще впереди.
У Казросгаза блестящие перспективы, блестящее будущее.
Kazrosgas has got brilliant perspectives, prosperous future. It has great stuff. It is always a pleasure to visit Astana and Almaty and meet our colleagues in Moscow. That's why, in the name of Gazprom and from me personally, I want to congratulate the company with the 10th anniversary. I am sure that in 10 years we will have many things to remember.
10 лет спустя нам будет что вспомнить.
Successful work and networking and the fact that we are able to solve many problems in calm business atmosphere is considered as a merit on Kairat Savitaevich Borenbaev's part. Of course, steps towards each other for such big companies' support of government is very important, as well as decisions which are taken at the international level by heads of the states. On the basis of this agreement proceeds implementation. This is the task of such companies as Kazrosgas. It requires serious approach and great skills.
Kazrosgas company continues to work in line with its strategic objectives, and today we can say with confidence that Kazrosgas company, celebrating its 10th anniversary of its facility, has a significant influence on the formation of an equal and mutually beneficial, stable and long-term cooperation in the gas sphere between Russia and Kazakhstan. Undoubtedly, productive activities carried out by the joint Kazakhstan-Russian venture Kazrosgas ensures the main provisions of intergovernmental agreements in the gas sphere between Russia and Kazakhstan and the long-term international cooperation prove that the company has a high degree of reliability, combined with the desire to innovate and sustainable development. The company looks to the future and makes every effort for the ongoing development of the Republic of Kazakhstan and the well-being of every citizen of Kazakhstan.